House sitting is actually really easy. I go through this website called Trusted HouseSitter. Essentially, it's a site where you can pet sit in exchange for free accommodation, and that's what I've been doing for a while. And honestly, it's been really fun so far, not having to pay rent. So you do need to take care of pets, and so usually I like to do cat sits because they're a lot easier and you can travel and then you can explore the city for like a couple of hours, and cats are really like low maintenance. If you're actually a dog person, there's a ton of house sits with dogs as well, but I find them to be a little bit harder to do because then you can't really travel or be out of the house as long because they do need to go outside and do their business. But dog sitting is best for someone who really likes to go outside on like outdoor hikes and stuff, and you can take them around. So yeah, I've lived in beautiful houses that like ones that have pools, which are the ones that are my favorite, and I like to do like month-long-ish house sits or around that time or even longer, so that way I don't have to like travel as much in a short period of time and take care of a pet. It's honestly been great. So I've been able to ski around the US and in other countries, which is one of my favorite hobbies and actually kind of how I got into this. I was looking into how to go to Aspen but not pay the ridiculous like $500 a night like hotels that all the celebrities go to. So I found house sitting to be the perfect way to go ski in Aspen, which I normally wouldn't be able to afford.
This isn't my house. I don't own it. I don't pay rent here. Yet I'm living here rent-free while I travel here in New Zealand. If you want to finally be able to afford travel, then you need to definitely hop on these opportunities for house sitting.
What about spending 7 weeks in Barbados with 2 dogs, or 10 weeks over Christmas and New Year's in Stockholm, feeling a little escape to Lake Tahoe, California, or about a month in Mexico with a cute pup? There's also this house sit in Singapore, this one in Australia, and the southwest of France and Korea. Trusted House Sitters is an exchange platform where travelers exchange a little bit of your time for free accommodations, including maintaining the house and taking care of homeowners' pets while they're away. I've been using Trusted House Sitters for 2 years and have saved thousands of dollars in accommodations, plus met some awesome people and pets along the way.
So it's totally okay that you don't have any reviews on the website, but what you should do immediately is to get a character reference, which means you can invite a friend or family that maybe you've pet sit before that wasn't on Trusted House Sitter to write a review for you. Step 2, after you finish your character references and building up your profile, you want to go start looking for sits that have these 2 things: last minute and low applications. What this means is that the house owner probably put up their house sit very last minute. They're in a rush to find a house sitter, which means that they're more likely to be open to first-time house sitters that are on the website. Low application means that there's not that many people applying, so you have a better chance of getting that house sit. Here's another example of a first house that I would apply to. There's low application. It looks like a beautiful modern house, and it's only 1 cat. So you know that it's going to be very low maintenance, very easy for you to get a 5-star review after this house sit. So you can see that there's 7,000 house sits available, which means this is just purely a numbers game. So apply to many house sits as possible, like 10 to 20, and just get back to people as quickly as possible. You want to make sure that right when the house owner responds to you, respond really quickly back to set up a phone interview or a FaceTime just to chat with the house owner to see if it's a fit. Most of the times these house interviews last 15 to 30 minutes. It's super quick, super easy. They want to know when you're traveling, what your experience is like, and just get to know you personally before they confirm you.
All right, so if you ever thought about doing a house sit or becoming a house sitter, let me explain how you can do that. I'm currently at my second house sit, and I got it when I was at the first one, and I ended up back to back, and I had no reviews. I'm doing it through a platform called Trusted HouseSitters. And you can initially sign up for free, so if you don't want to put any money down at the beginning, then you can browse different house sit options. If you find a sit you like, then you can sign up for the annual membership, which is not very much, but I have 25% off if you want to sign up. You know where to go. But you need to sign up in order to message the homeowners. You also need to put together a profile so that you can show these homeowners that you are responsible, that you can take care of pets, and you can watch their home. And honestly, I think the key here is having 1 review at least. And it doesn't have to come from the platform. It could be anyone that you've house sit or pet sit for before. So I had watched a friend's cat for 2 nights and I got her to do a review, which was perfect. Later, I realized I was also watching my boyfriend's grandma's cat as well, so I could have asked her for a review. It really can be as simple as that. I was also very responsive to every single person that messaged me, so I had a really good response rate, and everyone was asking me if I could stay and offering me to do the house sit. And you need to fill out every single part of the profile really in depth about your experience with pets. You can just explain if you've had pets, and if you haven't had dogs like myself, I explained how I would watch my friends' dogs here and there, why I like dogs, and I included images with dogs and my cats. And the last thing I think is quite important is your message to the homeowner when you're first introducing yourself. To make things easier when applying, I copy and paste a note from my notes app, but I don't just simply copy and paste it. I change out the names of the pets, the homeowners, and specific details regarding where they live, and just things about their house and little details. Also, if I see a sit I like and it is the dates that I can be there for, then I apply immediately because sometimes they go really quickly. I also forgot to mention in my intro message to the homeowners, I always say feel free to let me know if you want to set up a call and we can talk about it. Some people want to do video calls so they feel more comfortable having this stranger into their home, and others don't really care. So the place I'm at now and the place I was just at, they didn't actually do any video call. It was just all through the app and the website.
Pretty good time overall. I would suggest that if you want to travel somewhere that you haven't been before and just kind of want to, like you're getting to stay there free. I mean, you just have to take care of their animal, which is fine, or their home. So like plants and things like that. So I'm also a plant mom, so I know how to take care of plants, but as well as taking care of their animal, dog, cat, gerbil, whatever animal that they have. So now I kind of want to I want to go abroad. I found one that was like in Portugal, so who knows, maybe I'll be there.
If you've been thinking about joining Trusted House Sitters so you can travel the world and stay anywhere for free, but you're not sure if the membership fee is worth it, I'm gonna give you a tour of the app so you can see for yourself. So when you first open the app, you're gonna be able to see that there are over 6,000 house sits right now, and this map has all of the active listings. And you can click on any pin and it'll show you which listings are in that area. This is a more in-depth search tool with things like what kind of pets you want, how long you want to stay, where you want to be, and then there are some other options for like cars, Wi-Fi, disabled access. This is an example listing, so they have pictures, your responsibilities, a general location, each pet has their own profile, and then you also have your own profile. You'll have reviews and references, your pictures, a little bit about you, why you want to travel, where you want to travel, and what you do for work. So that's the app, and I definitely think it's more than worth the membership price because you get full access to thousands of house sits around the world that are in really cool locations, and it's free accommodation. It can be kind of hard to get accepted for house sits if you don't have any reviews on your profile. So I definitely recommend looking around in your local area and finding really short house sits that you can do just to get a few reviews up on your profile so people know that you're legit. Happy traveling!
So we are doing our second Trusted House Sitters. Again, I had some of the same complaints about it, and I think this one's a little bit more than the other one. I mentioned kind of you're in someone's home, so there's just a cleanliness factor. I'm not expecting it to be hotel or Airbnb clean, but this was, I don't think I would have like people over to my house level of like not clean. So luckily it's only for 2 nights, and if we were staying longer I would just clean, and I might. On their welcome guide they left that they'll have like cleaning products out if needed to clean. Couldn't find anything where they said it was. Maybe I'll start opening cabinets, but it's like that's not what I want to do. Just lots of like stains and things. I folded some of their blankets that they had laying around. There's the kitchen is, the counters are just very dirty, the stove's dirty, the floors are dirty, the bathroom, like floors are also dirty. The bed at least is made for us, but like there was no like towels laid out, there's no hand towels, there's like a used towels. I mean, the idea here is like you would be paying someone to be watching your dog and taking care of your dog. Instead of doing that, and instead of me paying for an Airbnb, doing kind of a swap. So I don't know if because this is a family home and there's kids and they know that I'm a mom, if they thought maybe I'd be more understanding, and I like am, but it doesn't feel good to be kind of like, I'm not just doing this to just go and take care of someone's pet. This is kind of like a little vacation for us where we also can provide a service for someone else. So I feel like it's just at least make your house to a standard that if you were going to have your friends or family over, you would be okay with them coming over, right? I don't know. I'm really hoping our longer term sits that we have when we're over in the UK are much cleaner. I will say thinking back to our last Portland sit, it was definitely a lot cleaner than this one is. It had clearly been cleaned, and there was just little things like the towel smelling like mildew, but I mean, at least there was towels. This, I kind of like, I'm having a hard time just even being comfortable in the house because it's kind of so icky.
So we're house sitting right now, and the worst thing that you could possibly imagine when you're house sitting happened to us. I'm talking code red, alert 5, plan B, life alert, all this happened. We're like, holy shit. She called Monet's phone. She's like, look, I'm going to be a day early for my road trip. I'll see you at 11 p.m. And we're like, oh my God. It is 7 p.m. We're figgity fucked up with our friends right now. How are we going to get home an hour away, clean up this entire house, make it spick and span before 11? So we get in the fucking car. Monet was sober. We book it home. It's an hour drive. There's traffic. We stop at Safeway and get, the Chinese sesame chicken. We fucking mow down. We get home. We get the spray. We get the laundry going, the dishwasher. We're like waxing the floors. We're getting it. But holy shit, she was coming home and she made it home 10:30. We got done about 20 minutes beforehand, but holy fuck, house sitting's crazy sometimes.
Me and my partner use Trusted HouseSitters sometimes in order to supplement our dog sitting gigs, especially if we have last minute cancels or anything like that. Or if there's like a really nice place that has like a hot tub and I want to stay there and like it's free, why wouldn't I use it? When I say the audacity of some of these owners, like, it is meant to be a trade of, hey, come live in my house and watch my animals and you can stay here for free in exchange for some work. But like, it's still meant to be like a vacation, not like literally come work for me for free. I just got invited to this dog sit here, which is in like Canada. Looks like a cutie. I'm sorry, what? 3 dogs, a cat, 2 horses, a chicken, and a goat? Not to mention how long they want this gig to be covered. Like, that's ridiculous. The February 3rd through March 20th. Okay. Pay somebody to do that job. I'm so sorry. And if you are lucky enough to get someone to sign up for that amount of work, you best be tipping them. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So here are some of the good, the bad, and ugly of house sitting, pet sitting. I've been pet sitting for about 4 years now. And if you want to get started, I mean, I have the videos there. That's why I gave the videos there. It's pretty straightforward and it's pretty self-explanatory. And the website of Trusted House Sitters is very good about how to pet sit. People pet sit for various reasons. There are students, I know. One student who's pet sitting because it's too expensive in her city. I know someone who's pet sitting because she lives with her parents and wants a break. There are people who want to pet sit because they are traveling. So various reasons. And none of the reasons matter when you first get there. When you first, I should say, join the site. The first thing you need to do is have a love of pets, animals, because if you don't like cats or dogs, then this is not going to be a really good gig for you. So that's the first thing. And there's fish and like bearded dragons and reptiles, but you don't see that a lot. So once you get everything set up, like your profile and your recommendations, now your recommendations should be pet related, but if you don't have that much experience with pets. It can be something, I don't know, from a landlord or from a friend that you babysat, took care of children, something that shows you taking care of another person, or maybe even a house that doesn't have a dog, animals, a dog or cat in it. So that's pretty important. And I think what's really important, some people have said to do this, some people have not said. I think you should pet sit where you're locally located, where you're located first, and not go off to Tahiti or some wild exotic place. Because if you do that as a first sit, not that, which will be difficult, those really exotic locales or really nice houses, they have a lot of competition. And if you never pet sit before, house sat before, it's most likely you're not going to do it. They're not going to trust you. But there's a chance you could get it. But if you go there, my whole point of saying this is that if you don't go locally and you go somewhere abroad, you may not even like pet sitting. So just do it locally and see if you like it. Like, do I like this or do I not like this? I also suggest, if you're a new pet house sitter, is not taking or getting a sit if it's their first time sit. If it's their first time sit on the platform and they don't know what's going on or how it works and they don't know about the welcome guide, then you don't either, because you're new. So I would not take someone it's their first time sit. If it's someone who's just new on the Trusted House Sitter platform, but they know they have had sitters before, that's something else. They have experienced people coming into their house, because there's a learning curve to welcome guides and all the stuff that they need to do. And if you don't, and it's a learning curve for you as a new pet sitter. So 2 learning curves does not make a good pizza. So I would not do that either, because I know when after probably a year or two, probably a year, I was able to help walk pet parents, the other side, about what they needed to put on the welcome guide, which is just a guide of what's going on in the house, what they need done, how to take care of the pet. And there's other stuff but you have to, do it a couple times, probably at least 6 months, to guide someone about how to do that, because you could be overlooking stuff if you haven't had that experience yet. Okay, this is the first video. I will have other tidbits and other videos coming. Thank you for watching the video.